This man has come into my chat and asked me to wipe before I've even unmuted my mic. What the? You know what's up, King? How we doing? You still have that no run going? Well, yeah, in that one now. Alright, I may as well just run this up. I am pretty sure this Torkoal can just say fuck you and I just lose my entire box, but here we are. I call myself a professional at the... I'm still alive, but you're beating up a Soul Link? Fair enough, fair enough. Are you still doing the Running Soul Link, or did you guys finish that? I know, like, last time I looked, you guys were planning Victory Road stuff, right? That was, like, a little bit ago, though, because I've not had time to keep up with a lot of things. Ah, big stretch. Juan Gym, there it is. I knew you were somewhere in that area. I couldn't remember if it was Victory Road was the cave you were in, or Seafall Cavern was the cave. I knew it was one of those two. But I'm also bad, so understandable. Alright. At least this first fight is easy, Smile. We have a Drapion. Let me make sure I actually did this first fight correctly. Double, no sun. Should just be Drapion plus Caracasa just solos this entire thing almost. Well, at least solos the important part of this entire thing. As well, Caracasa. Alright, how close is my Caracasa to leveling here? Do we ever accidentally leave a damage range if I level? Oh, we are leveling when killing the Indeedee. We leave a damage range here. Okay, I need to be low HP then. What I thought. So this is becoming what, 46? 46 being Bug Buzz, only sees 102, still show Expanding, still show Thunderbolt. Should be fine, should be fine. Okay, so 102 should be fine here, 46. Is that the same as 45? Has one less HP than 45, okay, fair enough. Yeah, so just come 102 instead, and then from there, who was it? Where's my image? Let's see, and then Coppaja. And it's just anyone who can stand against the next two guys, which is like this guy, Masquerade, Pyroar for some... Why's Pyroar here? What is that cooking up with this Pyroar? This can't be right. Can it be that wrong, though? I feel like it can't be that wrong. If I just bring a Gyarados instead. I feel like a Gyarados instead sounds more fun. In here, buddy. I always like to do some weird Exceligor pivots or something, but like I shouldn't need to, right? Like, I have a Talonflame. I just press toe in once and we just win, right? Yeah. And I think I needed black glasses on the guy. Man, I'm still debating if I want to use my ground gem or not, because, like, lowest of keys, the ground gem doesn't even do that much for me. I think it kind of does guarantee it. I should probably just use the ground gem. I should probably just use the ground gem, right? Just guarantee we get the one shot, not take the 80%. But it's like an 80% for Nido Soft Sand to just kill. Bro, when am I using another ground gem, though? Just use the ground gem. One time with that is not this fight. This fight, obviously, we don't need to do anything. This fight just falls over. Oh no, my script's not open. No, no. Do 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 do. 3 damage. 2 to 102. Okay, and then Copperja will just always live because Copperja's a G like that, and then Talonflame is just here to exist. Does it matter if I have item on Talonflame or not? That's the next question. Where's my Talonflame at? Why is it all the way down here? Yeah, it kind of does because the sock is actually pretty bulky, right? Other two can have items, though. Other two are just vibing. So study weakness, so it's fine if I acrobatics as long as we already have the Tailwind up. I should be able to set up the Tailwind as I swap something onto Exceligor, then kill Exceligor, then go for sock, and it should be fine. Yeah. I wonder if my Drapion always lives 1, right? So my Drapion could even just break the Focus Sash there. Oh, but then I'm not swapping, but I guess I could just swap afterwards as this Talonflame kills. And then yeah, no, that's fine. No, this is pretty free. Alright, what music am I listening to? Let's see. What's an artist I haven't done in a while? Let me think. I'm just like go through my vibes playlist and just like find an artist that looks interesting right now. How do I make you artist again? I have to like make this bigger now? What the? It's album. That's not artist. Why is it album before artist? Does it even have artist? Can you not search this by artist? What the? Spotify. You're betraying me. Oh, there we go. I'm just an idiot. I haven't listened to 3 Doors Down in like ages. Maybe that's a good one to start with. What happened to all the small things? Why is this like random Blink 182? Granted, I don't like listen to Blink 182 like that much anymore, but like I just have random Blink 182 songs just being removed from my Spotify. What the? I guess it's like being delisted from Spotify in general. But what the? Oh, what about some Coldplay actually? Wait a second. There we go. Alright. Fitting like slightly slower, usually like a little bit of sad undertone music when we inevitably wipe to a talk hole. So down. I just healed like an idiot, didn't I? Hold. Hold. Oop. Okay, no other item should ever matter in this as long as Talon Flame doesn't have one, as long as we have black glasses. Drapion is never baiting a move from either. We are getting Expanding Force exactly from the Indeedee, never Hyper Voice, so Drapion's taking no damage. Oh, can we ever accidentally get the Dazzling? No, right? There is no wall that specifies Dazzling because it'll always go for the Caracosta kill, so we should be safe. Alright. Luckily, this is the fight. We're not actually worried about it. It's the next fight that's going to be Demon. But if we get past Tab, Maxi, as per usual, is just kind of 3, right? Like, you just send a Gyarados and have Gyarados do Gyarados things. We even have the Giga Crustle Lancer in the Dawn and the Fan. Love that guy. Big fan of the Dawn. Alright, everything here should be good. We took the 1 extra damage, so I will show the kill. Let me just make sure I calculate this right one more time. Bug Buzz is 103 at 45 and 102 at 46. Hyper Voice is never seeing kill. Expanding Force is seeing 10 billion damage. And we're technically getting random Expanding Force or Thunderbolt, but even if a special defense drop, this Copperja just comes in and exists. And that's all she's got to do. Just exist for like 1 turn and we win. Unless I'm forgetting something. I'm pressing a prior move into Psychic Terrain like an idiot. Like, who would ever do that? That couldn't be me. Alright, so yeah, this should be a free one. Alright, side doesn't matter. We just press knock off, press protect. Kill Indeedee. Caracosta does go 40-60, that's fine. We press knock off, we pivot into Copperja. I save this Caracosta's 46 in my calc. Copperja survives like a G because it's a Copperja. Wait, we took 0 damage there. What happened? What did the Exceligor do? Bug Buzz can't miss, can it? Did I actually just take that little damage? Wait, what? Why did I take so little damage there? Like, actually, what happened? I only took 60? How? Did it, like, press Acid Spray? No, because Acid Spray would have damaged... Did it not go for Fast Kill? Oh... Right, I healed because I leveled. So it... What did it even press, then? Oh, God. I don't know what that pressed, so I don't know what's happening right now. It didn't attack Drapion, it... Right? I guess it could have Acid Spray single targeted into Caracosta? It's not a yikes, I'm just trying to figure out what happened. Like, we are perfectly fine, like, we are just vibing, but... Like, we're perfectly fine, I'm just trying to... Because I have no idea what this thing just pressed, I'm trying to figure out what this thing pressed. Not that it matters at all, I just don't know what it pressed. I mean, yeah, it literally just doesn't matter, I can just, Drapion... And Drapion, like, no, we want Encore on Drapion either. I don't know what it pressed in Copperja, but maybe it was like, it was either Encore Copperja or Acid Spray Copperja, right? That's all it could have been. This is allowed to choose move. Do I want to knock this off? Does that give it unbutton? It does, right? Because I really don't want to proc this unbutton, right? So I should just Leech Life. Leech Life, swap Talon, and from here we just win. Okay, that's not what I wanted to happen. It's unbuttoned now, man. It doesn't matter, but like it's unbuttoned now. Can I just like keep Drapion in for fun? No, not really. I do have to go mask or Gyarados. All right, I go mask. Go mask. Set up the tailwind that we need for next turn. Downflame just does not care. -2 special defense should be more than fine here. Let me confirm. -2 special defense. The acid spray can now do 79 instead. Oh no. Whatever will we do? I get to see what this actually pressed now. Did it? Oh, yeah, it'll be fast now because of unbutton. So I guess we still don't know. I mean, it had to just be like Encore or thing into Copperja, right? Okay, we have Tailwind up, so both of us should be faster, so it doesn't matter what we press here. This is Study, but that's fine. We just press Bug Buzz, Air Slash plus Acrobatics. Both of us will be faster than this in Tailwind. Tailwind is currently up. That's what always KO. Right, that was the easy fight. Now I have to wipe to a Torkoal. I'm wiping to a Torkoal, man. My Nidoqueen is minus special defense, man. At least it's plus special attack, but plus special attack, Nidoqueen doesn't even do the one shot, man. That's what the soft say. Ground Gym. Look at this range one more time. Soft Sand. It's a 70% chance with a soft sand. I just can't risk that, right? I'm not allowed to risk that. It has to be a ground gym. Sash. Goodbye, ground gym. I picked up the ground gym, right? I didn't pick up the ground gym. Huh. Well, this is awkward. Man, I have to go all the way back to... Oh god, what even is the ground gym? Desert is Rock Gym, so Ground Gym is... Is that in the Gauntlet? That's in the Gauntlet, isn't it? Oh no. That's so fair. Did I really miss an item in Gauntlet? God, I am so washed. What the... It's so far away. Okay, so I... It's here, isn't it? It's right here. Yep. Yep. I think I was like too busy being concerned about needing to toxic something for the start of that fight. Because I did like a weird toxic bleed. I just like forgot about that one singular item I need to pick up. Man. If this Nido was a little bit better, I would actually be fine taking this risk. I guess by a little bit better, I mean it would have to be like pure max, so it's at least a 75% chance. Would I even take the risk then? Probably not. Okay, so it's consult the chart. Nido, Houndoom, Torterra, Donphan, Torkoal. Torkoal will need to be leveled, and I have a Guts Conk that doesn't KO Absol on one. It's the weirdest thing ever, man. I hate it here. I'm just thinking of a Guts Conk that just can't do the biggest thing that Guts Conk usually does, and it's so sad. I have to use Hammy still. Hammy's like pretty safe at it though, so I'm like fine with it, right? But just a little bit awkward. I probably want to keep Explosion on this guy. Means I'm dropping Eruption, but that's fine. This is like a slow mon that usually can't get that much Eruption value, right? Because I'm like cussed up Erupting, which is just wrong. Let me make sure this Torkoal can actually do the Explosion job on that fight though. I don't know if it can. Shifu, Rapid Strike. What's the level cap for Paya? Because I know I've seen Torkoals that cannot actually do this before, right? Level 76. And 76, do you do the thing? With Explosion. 76 doubles Explosion. That Explosion does so little damage, man. What the... A 76 Explosion actually just, like, isn't even close to KOing, so, like, I don't even know if there's gonna be an Exploding Mon there. You can, like, maybe do the second Explosion if I want to do that, but... Do I want a second Explode? Really? That's also kind of sus. I'd like to not explode at all, right? But, I feel like this Explosion just, like, does not hit the ranges you would want an Explosion to. So, like, if I boom this, it's probably still just gonna be muck anyway, right? If I even choose to boom this. There's like, because this is technically plus speed Torkoal, there's probably some eruption value I can find somewhere. It's like a decent move. Alright. So items, we need ground gem. Torkoal needs exactly Chesto. I think it is too, but like, I also just don't think it's gonna be my explosion guy. And like, there's been some shenanigans in Trick Room where I've actually pressed eruption before. There have been some shenanigans in Trick Room. But like, it had to be exactly Trick Room, and I had to swap into with a slow Torkoal, knowing that it's casting Trick Room, right? But I have pressed it before, so I don't disagree. As a melee issue of explosion is this Torkoal just does not hit the ranges it needs with like any of his explosions, right? Even with this much attack. We'll see. Right, we're back to tab here. This is the tab Torkoal. Alright, who else was it? What's my list at? Nido, Houndoom, Torterra. Okay, so it's these guys. Item-wise, you want a Citrus. You want a Leppa. I'm no longer being Talon because I'm just going to use the Torkoal for Victor Bell instead. Before I was going to do like a budget version of the Talon sweep, but I think it's incorrect to do that here. Is it incorrect to do that here? Let me think again. What was the issue I was having with that? What was the issue with that? The issue with that is I auto-lose if we fell on Nidoqueen. With this line, there is worlds where we can play Nidoqueen because I don't need to get exactly Armaldo into Victor Bell after Espeon, right? Because the issue with Talon is I had to get Espeon first because my Talon without like multiple investment can never actually kill Espeon. Right. Okay, so Chesto there, no item Hammy. And I guess I don't have to Iron Ball anymore, do I? I don't have to Iron Ball anymore. Let me just make sure, does Nidoqueen live a Solar Blade? It does, and it baits non-Gunk Shot. It's likely Gunk Shot will be pressing depending on the damage we take from Houndoom. I don't need to get Armaldo order correct anymore, so I am allowed to just have Houndoom have a more guaranteed line to not lose the Houndoom, right? I'm allowed to actually Black Glass here. I think Black Glass Houndoom has 2 rolls that it doesn't guarantee the KO after 1 hit. I guess that's the other good thing about this is I have a better line there. Where are my glasses? Did anyone see my glasses? I cannot see without my glasses. Where are my glasses? Hello? Oh, Buddy Guy has them. -1 ground gem. Feels bad, man. If this was a king, could it do this without the ground gem? It could, right? It would have to. I'd have to commit the TM, obviously, but because you're 85, what is queens? Yeah, I could actually do this if this was a king. That's so sad. I mean, this queen has been pretty good, though. I can't complain about having a queen, but at least I say the TM smile. Surely that's going to help some point, and it's not just going to sit in my box until we inevitably wipe. But I still with the ground gem, right? So it is what it is. Like, my ground types are pretty solid. Surely I don't ever need a ground gem again to show some random kill on something. Outside of, like, maybe another Torkoal, but hopefully by then we have a power gem user, right? Alright, one last check. Ground gem, you have Earth Power naturally. Black Blast, you have Sucker Punch. Leppa, just doing some shenanigans in Sun Synth. Citrus. This will be what actually kills Armaldo, probably. Doesn't really matter which one kills it, though. Actually, this killing Armaldo is probably slightly better, right? Depending on our HP. Is it better at getting non-Gunk Shot? Biggest concern with Torkoal is just getting non-Gunk Shot in. Ideally, it's Solar Blade as well, which Donphin is slightly better at getting, but we probably show both. Right. As we're like true full, I guess we can probably be true full HP when we KO this, though, right? No, because Stealth Rock. Like, almost always coming into Stealth Rock plus a hit. Even at -6, Stealth Rock plus a hit is putting us out of range, I think. It's a very good chance we get Solar Blade, though, which is the key. Right. I know Torterra always gets Gunk Shot. But I guess that lets us go into the Nidoqueen line. Actually, does Terra always get gunk shot? No, Terra gets weather ball. That does not let me go into the Nidoqueen line anyway. So I'm probably not getting the Nidoqueen line anyway? Or like a good version of... I guess it depends on if... No, because we're probably getting it on Houndoom now, and Houndoom is getting gunk shot, Solar Blade. And that's how we're going into that, right? Sort of I'm actually putting the guys that we need in Calc and Calc. Before... Houndoom... Where's my Houndoom at? Why am I blind? Houndoom's already there, that's why I'm blind. I can't see what isn't there in these two. Okay. Alright. Time for the hardest fight of the split. Oh my god, I didn't turn on the guy. Hold. I was about to do this entire fight without having the guy. What the... Yo, guy, hurry up and load. We have a tab to do. Hello? Guy? What's taking him so long? I'm gonna see a flash of VTube Studio here. Like, I don't think he can do anything bad. Yeah, there's something bad on here. Alright, come on, guy. We need you, guy. There's the guy. Look at him. He's arrived. He's here to witness the Torkoal killing us turn 1, because that can technically still just happen. If this Torkoal, because we are exactly Rash, even though we have insane IVs, if this Torkoal sees the Flamethrower, procs the Claw, and high roll crits, we just lose, and there's nothing I can do about it. Well, I'd have to probably sack like 3, but it's also 3 of the best mod in my box, so we'll figure it out. Hopefully it just doesn't happen. Alright, don't do it to me, Tab. Do not do it to me, Tab. No, Tab is doing it to me. Don't die. I will try not to. I will try not to. I would like to not die here. I leveled Torkoal, right? Yeah, because we taught eruption. We had to have leveled it. Okay. Alright, Nidoqueen, please just do the thing. Okay, easiest game of my life. No quick claw. We're out of here. Easiest tab of my life. I'm pretty sure the rest of this is almost riskless. I'm like actually pretty sure the rest of this is basically riskless. Good job, Nido. Proud of you, buddy. This will guarantee Espeon on Psychic. Baby game, true baby game. Alright, guaranteed Psychic, we just go to the Doom. One of the best answers for this Espeon, because it's one of the few mon that have Sucker Punch at this point, that actually do damage with it. Alright, Psychic does nothing, we press Sucker Punch, we sadly won't kill here, but we do enough damage that the Life Orb almost always kills. If it doesn't kill, we just kill with the next Sucker Punch. Okay, didn't actually expect the Sucker Punch to kill, but that should be enough damage where this Life Orb proc will always care. 76 will always get Victor Bell outseeing the next outspeed kill. 76 can't see Solar Blade. Can see Solar Blade. That's a little unfortunate. This is pure 50-50 move. I still think I just go Nido here, because I think coming into a Gunk Shot on Torkoal is a little bit too sus. The best news here is it means we get our Maldo next, which is giga good case for us. I also believe it means we get our Maldo almost always on Stealth Rock and basically never on Leech Life, which is also a really good case. Alright, one more risk for Nidoqueen. But Nidoqueen never fails this here. This is just going to show us the easiest Gunk Shot of my life. Easiest Gunk Shot of my life. We still live the Solar Blade as well. Technically, we even live the crit of it because we were full HP here, but it would just make it a little bit weirder for how we can bait here. It's now guaranteed to basically always be Solar Blade, Weather Blade. Or sleep. I can Sleep Powder here. Do I attack once in the Sleep Powder because we didn't get crit there? I think I do, right? We die to 5 rolls of crit. If you get Sleep Powder on the pivot, that's like the one loss condition we have, right? I think Solar Blade's a little bit too much for Torterra to eat as well. Obviously way too much for Arcanine. So I think we attack once here since it didn't Solar Blade, so we don't show kill. I think we just have to. Speed dropping this doesn't do anything relevant, right? No, not unless I can do it twice. So it really doesn't matter what I press here then. Sludge Bomb is technically the only thing that could advance position randomly, right? So I guess I just press Sludge Bomb. Okay, did you use a Solar Blade here? Again, we only died to a few crit rolls. I mean, it is increased crit move, but that's actually really annoying at high roll the crit. I think I just always have to do that though, because if it presses sleep out of that, we just lose. Like, it's fine. Not really a mod I cared too much about in this box, but just annoying. It's more annoying that I didn't see the Solar Blade, right? It would have actually been... I guess if it sees the Solar Blade early and just crits, it's also doomed, but... This is fine. I didn't give it a sleep powder, but at least we're full HP still. Yeah, see, like, that was the worry. If that happens on the initial switch, then we just lose Torque Hole. If it sleep powders on the switch in a Torque Hole, we just lose. I don't think I was allowed to pre-toxic this either. Maybe I was. I guess if I do that play and pre-toxic it, but I think there's still some rolls, even with pre-toxic, we'd lose the Torque Hole. I guess we have Citrus then, so maybe not. Would have been close. That's what it is, though. Alright, important thing here is this should never be able to see Leech Life. If this can never see Leech Life, we just win. We go into Tuttle here. We need to clear the spikes out later so Hammy can come out, but that's fine. The Stone Edge. Even missed the Stone Edge. Nice-oo. Love to see it. Could technically even try to kill this with Hammy coming in on a Leech Life, right? That's likely better than coming in on Absol. So we'll see. Depends on how this goes, right? Obviously, right now we're going to Growl at once. -1 Leech Life now only does 86. Very likely just Stealth Rocks here, though. There it is. I guess I could have pre-bunt Nido. Maybe I was supposed to pre-bunt Nido for this. I didn't really consider about having to make exactly that pivot. Because, like, all of my initial planning was with Armaldo coming out first, and I always come in on Gunk Shot. I guess that would have been the same thing, right? Oh no, I always come in on Weather Ball from Torterra is what I was going to do originally, right? There was definitely a way that I probably could have left that to Nido always live, but I think it's a fine loss in this box. Alright, -2. It's gonna be a long fight, by the way, against this Armaldo. We're gonna be here a minute. We're gonna be here a minute. -3. Which Life Max is now 54. We're always faster, so we can just we can just go as low as we want to before going for the KO. Or before going for some damage. Okay, max is 54 right now. It'll be lowered to -4 here after I press move. So max here will be 44, which is fine. Max retake is 44. We likely have to go ahead and synth once after this before we get it down to 6, but that's fine. Apparently -4. Yeah, we'll always have to synth once here, but we are faster, so that's always safe. Means I don't have Nido for next fight. I was low-key going to bring Nido for the next fight, but it's fine. The big issue is it does mean I just lost my best Torque Hole answer, so future Torque Holes might be a problem. But it is what it is. Draw this again. It's just sad, because it also had to high roll that, right? They really want a lot of rolls that killed, but it is what it is. Not much you can do. Yeah, I had to like even almost kind of double high roll. Oh, I just lost to Nido, which is kind of whatever. Nido dying is fine. The fight is still Giga Free. Oh, this is -5 right now, right? Yeah. So max Leech Life here is 38. We're going to grow out to -6. I think it's probably getting pretty low in Leech Lives, right? It's just like, it does no damage to us now, though. We're just Giga Vibing. Alright, what do I want to KO this Armaldo on? Technically, it could just be Arcanine here, but I'd have to get rid of the rocks first, right? Which isn't, like, super free. Synth here. This thing is also Battle Armor, so we can't crit it. Because, I mean, I think just killing this on Donphan is fine. Because Donphan should just get Ice Beam, which is more than a fine pivot, right? I don't think Donphan ever takes enough damage to see... Even if we see Fire Blast, it's fine, right? I'll fake this once. I don't want to bring Donphan in now. Probably. I think Donphan in now is fine. We just Rapid Spin to high horsepower. My Donphan is taking basically no damage from this thing now that we have this set up. Doesn't know moves that can flinch. Donphan can just always win, even though it is slow until the rapid spin. You go for one more attack if I wanted to, I guess. Doesn't really matter though. Right. We don't care which move we bait as long as it's not knockoff. In fact, I might just let me make sure Donphan doesn't get knockoff here. Base form Absol, yeah, as long as we're above 76, we never get knockoff, even with an item. Which I don't think we'll ever go below 76 here, but we'll see. We should be fast after one rapid spin, so once we clear these rocks, we don't have to worry about it setting it up before we can KO. Well, we won't KO next turn. It'll probably be rapid spin, high horsepower, rapid spin, right? EQ is fine here. We take basically nothing, because this is -6. Boop. Okay, we're now faster than Armaldo. We can press high horsepower here. We can't... I guess we can't go in anyway. I should just knock off, right? I think in the instance where this presses Stealth Rock, when we have the rapid spin again, knock off is technically slightly higher damage. High horsepower now always has a KO range. Went for Leech Life so we can just KO here. Man, what am I bidding for? Because I was going to bring Nito as like the extra +1 just in case some weird stuff happened on Maxi. Because I have good lines for everything. I just like would like a slightly better Como line. And Nito was part of that, but I see like one other guy who can do Como now, right? Like we have the Masquerade, we have the potential Toxic. Is it just Orbeetle maybe? Maybe it's just Orbeetle. Alright, base form Absol here. Should always see Ice Beam still against a Donphan with an item. There's Ice Beam. I think you can technically also see some Fire Blast rolls, but either way we're going to a Hammy, so we don't care. So we go Hammy here. It enters Mega against a Hammy. Hammy is taking like 20% of his life here and just like Giga Vibing the rest of the fight. We always KO with close combat. There's the Ice Beam. You're not get frozen because we are in Sun right now. We just press close combat. A knockoff Maxwell crit can never kill us because we don't have an item. Oh my god, the Megas are so loud. It's fine, it means we have defeated the Tabitha. Let's go. Easy game. Here's this fight. True. I mean, like, there were options if illegal things happen there. Like, my Donphan could technically sometimes also kill Torkoal. It just required a little bit of fiction. But, like, it sometimes killed it. But I mean, that's just like what this Torkoal is a lot, right? There are very few things in this game that don't just like sometimes get annihilated by this Torkoal. I think other than the Torkoal, this was riskless though, right? Like, yeah, I ended up with the 1 death because of a crit, but that wasn't really a risk. That was just like Nito had a chance of living, not Nito was always living, right? I wasn't planning on the Nito to be alive after Torkoal to TBH. I was kind of expecting the Torkoal to just proc the Quick Claw, get the hit, and I just have to sack Nito to guarantee the Houndoom line, in all honesty. Actually, I probably wouldn't have done that. I probably would have still done the same sack I just did. Because, I would have just brought Houndoom in against anything, and as long as we don't, like, Giga Low Roll, we would have just KO'd through the Life Orb plus Sucker Punch chip, because we had glasses at that point, but... yeah, it was kind of expected. At least it wasn't unexpected, right? Could be a lot worse. Goodbye, Queen. F number 2. I mean, so far we've lost exactly 2 Mon, and they were both to one of the hardest fights in a split. I think you, like, make an argument... Can you make an argument for Blaziken CRA being harder than Norman? I think they're close, right? It was, like, 1 sack to losing a 1-4 in one of the hardest fights in early game. 1 to losing a crit roll to... like, not even an always guaranteed crit kill to one of the hardest fights in mid-game. Like, I'll take it. That's fine. You already have, like, the Giga free Hammy Flannery line that should never have a death, hopefully. Smile. Like, we could have got Torkoal here and just lose the entire box. One of them isn't a death. One of them is a booming Boulder in deserts. Yeah, it's not like really a death, but it is a death, you know what I mean? But it was just a booming ton 1 boulder. It was quite sad. It happens though. The good news is we didn't like need a boulder in this box, right? We have every rock to ever exist. Must be why I'm running back when I just have the porta PC. Or it's like decompressing after the Tabitha, right? Yeah, nothing you can do about it though, right? Like boulder sometimes does that. Not like I really have tools to deal with catch as well right now in this box, right? I have like 1 Lantern T-Wave, and I'm pretty sure that probably dies to that explosion if I kept it in. Actually, I wasn't even leading it, right? Because of the, like, I think it's 1 Sand Trap there. I think it's Soldier Pinch or something, but... Alright, losing the Nito was weird here because it was going to be part of this next fight, but it wasn't like a vital part of this next fight, so it should always be fine. So I wasn't really that adverse to risking it. I technically didn't plan out this next fight, but, like, I just assumed I could vibe check it. Because, like, you can usually vibe check it. I know the squad that's coming in. Drapion and Nito. Alright, there's no Nito anymore. So I need... Without Nito, I need something else that can kind of just vibe check this Komodo. Preferably something that resists fighting, because it will be -1 on everything else. Which I think ends up just being Orbeetle, right? I think it just ends up being Orbeetle. Another mod that I don't mind sacking. Has this Orbeetle been to like a single fight in the last 200 years? I don't think so. I guess I should probably do this, huh? Where is... Should be 21? 21. Binary tab. Painted. Yeah, I don't think I'm missing 1 ground type in this box, I gotta say. I don't think I'm missing the 1 rock type boulder either. Like, what is that, man? 4 ground types, 5 rock types in 1 box, and help. I don't know how we got 5 fire types, too. I guess we just got 2 of them that you averagely get. We have the 1 from earlier. Ooh, I have the 2 fire types. Oh, we got Houndoom as a dark type. That's a fire type, right? Which one am I missing? Pyro. No, I already counted that in one of the 2. Talonflame, right? Talonflame. You ever see, like, all fire types everywhere? Okay, that was, what, Flame Split? It was... Drapion, Talonflame... Where's Talonflame at? 6? And I think Mastering got the last kill. This one would have been Nito hitting range into Houndoom. Houndoom baited out Victor Bell, sack into Torkoal. Donphan then got this kill. Where's Donphan at? Into a good ol' hammy. I have a Guts Conk that I didn't even get to use on that fight, man. Like, explain to me how this is a thing, man. Like, look at this. My Guts Conk didn't have kill range, man. And because it's, like, so bad, it just died to Fire Blast, so I could just never bring it in. Oh, wait, it didn't die to Fire Blast. Oh, no, the issue was... I couldn't, I had to have an item, right? So I couldn't, come into knockoff, and knockoff is, like, almost always happening on this thing. We found a line where it didn't, but I couldn't guarantee a line where it didn't, basically, right? Because I don't think I could have. Maybe I actually could have. Wouldn't have changed anything, but would have just been the same thing, except -1 hammy, right? Alright, so this fight... How exactly is it looking? We intim this, go into Donphan, knock off, rapid spin, shenanigan, yada yada yada. We should take enough damage to get this Aquatel, I think? Do we take enough damage to get this Aquatel? If we don't get the Aquatel, we're getting Power Whip, which is also fine. I need to make sure we can do both of these, though. Donphan probably just has a Citrus here just to be safe, because this can be a little bit of a long fight, even at -1. Right? This can just come straight into this, just press I and head and just win. Copperja, as long as it takes 1 hit, always gets this. If we don't take at least 1 hit, I think we just show this KO anyway, so it's fine. Yeah, so like, worst case, we get camera upped. And if we get camera up that early, we just figure it out. If we get camera up that early, it means I need to... What actually happens if that happens? Because it would be Gyarados out. Depending on what move we come in, Gyarados doesn't even show a kill, and we just get into Wobbuffet early, and we just go Drapion, right? If one thing is that camera up is always before Wobbuffet, unless Drapion's already out. Okay, so that's the world where we just get Aerodactyl. That's the world where we get Aerodactyl, but it somehow fails. The other world is we get Zarude. You can never Zarude over Como. So the other world, we get Zarude into Donphan on Power Whip. Probably go for a -1 there even. So like I go into this into the Power Whip, get a -1 before going into this. This Giga KOs this. This probably gets Camera Upped out as the scary thing. Yeah, probably getting Camera Upped here, going into this. But this always gets Aerodactyl. This is the world where Aerodactyl is still alive. This comes out against Aerodactyl. I go here. I just have to be careful. If it misses the first Aqua Tail, then I just have to not press Iron Head until it hits one Aqua Tail, and then I can KO, right? As long as we do that, we're fine. Because if we get this in, I just have to plan for Drapion being out as Como goes down, which isn't the easiest thing in the world, but not impossible. I'm supposed to Sharp Beak this, right? I think I'm supposed to Sharp Beak this over Citrus. Just to show that KO range. Okay. Mostly just looking for items we need, though, and I think we have them down. And I updated this Tokol and Calc, right, to 54. Oh, I didn't give it Eruption, but... Eruption... We want Mask, we want Orbeetle, Drapion... Who else was it? Copperja. I don't think Copperja is ever in danger, so this can just have an Orin. There's no sasses this has. I don't really care what we bait on. We'd rather get the Body Press, which is almost guaranteed, but it's fine if we don't. I do think I'm going to Sharp Peak Masquerade, because showing that range is actually pretty nice, just so it can't set up. What is my Sharp Peak? Probably have not used it a single time, right? Masquerade shouldn't be taking too much damage in this fight for it to need healing, per se. We want to Shed Shell Gyarados. I'm probably down to just Citrus Orbeetle. Down to Citrus Drapion. And like I said, Copperja doesn't matter. Wait. I thought I gave that guy an Oranberry. Who did I give an Oranberry to then? Donphan? I don't think Donphan needs a Citrus, but just to be safe, I'm gonna... Oh, wait. Do I want a Citrus Donphan? How much is this? This Aqua Tail doesn't see enough damage for me to really want to Citrus him is the issue. Like, I don't think we're ever in danger from this Crustal line, right? Like, at -1, there's no way we're in danger from this Crustal line. Like, I refuse to believe it. Like, I actually do want to take some damage because I want to try to get the Aerodactyl. Like I said, it's fine if we don't. We saw that there is a line that wins if we don't get it. It's just, like, nice to just go ahead and get it out of the way. Let's get it in a slightly more standard order. Because if we do get the Aerodactyl, we basically guarantee the Wobbuffet last, or the Camera Up last. If we don't, it gets a little bit weird. Yeah, this fight should be pretty vibe, though. This fight's usually, like, much more vibe than Tab, right? Okay, unmute, pause music. Alright, Maxi time! Alright, get a -1 here for fun. This is... almost always just setting up a, like, Stone Edge Stealth Rock kind of thing, but let's go into Donphan. Donphan at -1 is basically not being damaged here. After 1 Rapid Spin, we will be faster, which can get a little awkward, but that's fine. That means I should be able to double clear here, get 1 high horsepower just to start it off and go from there. Oh, I need to knock off first, don't I? No, I do need to knock off first. That's why Donphan is the best one at doing this. So we'll likely take 1 Earthquake here, but that's fine. Knockoff makes it Keely, so our Rapid Spinner is not hit out by Red Card, which is usually a problem. Okay. This is very likely to Earthquake here. It doesn't go for a second stage of spikes that often. Now the spikes are no longer up, it's very likely to just keep going with spike setup. Again, I'd like Donphan to be kind of low here, but I think at this point I just commit to Donphan not being low and it's fine. Drapion having to be out against Como is a lot more sus than anything else we can do, though. So maybe... Is it that sus, though? I don't think it's that sus, right? I think it's sus enough for us to actually worry about it. Like, if we get close outside just Rapid Spinning for tons, like, the range would be 78, but, like, I don't think... Ooh. Maybe I just start Rapid Spinning for ranges here. 78's not impossible from here. I can just Rapid Spin for ranges. I kind of like that. Rapid Spin should be lowest damage here. Just in case it does decide to just like be nice. I need to be careful not to be faster, right? Because I think Aerodactyl's the fastest thing on this team, though. It should be fine. Yeah, we never show kill, so the Aerodactyl's fine. I think need to not be faster than Zyga. No, even Zarude doesn't matter if we're faster or not. Yeah, any amount of Rapid Spins is fine here, then. Does not matter how much speed we show. Alright, come on, show me some Earthquakes, please. Yes, okay. I think we need one more, right? We need one more Earthquake, please. Just one more Earthquake. I believe in you, buddy. You got this. One more Earthquake. Let's go. Surely this puts us below 78 and we just win. Okay, we get the good line. Let's go. Even if we get pursued here, we will never die to a pursuit from this thing, even through Dark Gem, because we're a Dawn fan. Pursuit max is 52 here. We have Quake because it was -1. We were never in range where it could have put us in pursuit range. Technically, pursuing is kind of bad, but still fine. I can just waste a turn on high horsepower or something stupid, right? There's always be Aerodactyl. In fact, it just can't pursue because it'll always go for the Aqua Tail kill, right? This is just always Aqua Tail. Aqua Tail always has a kill range. Nothing else should ever show kill range, so it's safe to just go straight Copper on Aqua Tail. I think it's a little bit weird. I could technically do like a Gyarados pivot here, but Copper just doesn't care. Copper is just a counter to this man. It just stands in and does her job. Hit the Aqua Tail, so that means we're always getting Como on exactly Body Press, which is what we want. Technically, I kind of need to take one more hit, but I don't think I'm allowed to risk one more hit, and I just have to go for the KO. Oh, technically, we show kill to Como anyway, so it doesn't actually matter, right? Playoff exactly shows a kill. I didn't think Play without Sheer Force could see kill in this, but I guess this is just an insane Copperjo, right? I thought it would be like slightly off. Goodbye, another Aerodactyl. Hello, plus 10 HP. Yeah, so now always be Como, always seeing a fast Body Press kill. So just always go for Como. We just go into Masquerain. Because we have a Sharp Beak, it cannot set up an Iron Defense, so we don't have to worry about anything stupid with scaling Body Press damage. Goes to -1 here. This means it will always queue up Detail or Poison. Actually, it can't even Detail here, right? This is a guaranteed Poison Jab. Because we show kill, it can't Detail. Because Detail is negative prio. Yeah, the way this game sees negative prio is weird, but if you have a slow kill on it and its move is negative prio, it can no longer press the negative prio move. Even though it can press a negative prio move when a faster move sees kill and lose the kill because of it, game is weird sometimes. I guess it's not guaranteed Poison Jab, right? This is actually a random move because it just can't see its highest damage move, right? So like all of these are just 0. Okay. So I have to decide how I want to KO this, though. I'm just fine getting Zarude on Darkest Lariat, right? I just don't care. I am perfectly fine getting Zarude on Darkest Lariat. Yeah, this is not something that bothers me at all. Drapion does not actually need HP to deal with that guy. Darkest Lariat against a Masquerain should always show kill here. 111, it does. That's perfect. It can never press U-Turn because U-Turn is only seeing 31. We just press the Air Slash, get Como off that screen, and get the Zarude in. Yeah, 73. U-Turn never sees kill. Power Whip never sees kill. This is just always Darkest Lariat from Zarude. Doesn't really matter what it wants to press. We just go Drapion, and Drapion just Giga Bulks this. Drapion takes at most 30% from this Zarude, which is insane. Well, it's also just Giga healing every turn because it's just pressing Leech Life into it because it's an X4. Alright. We'll be faster than Camera, but we will show Camera a kill on Earth Power and very rarely Flamethrower. I should just press Earth Power and we just get the free swap. Make sure one more time I do have a Shed Shell on this Gyarados so I don't just lose one of my best Mon. Perfect. Yeah, like Maxi is just like so much easier, man. Like, why is Tabitha not the leader of this group? Like, what are we doing here? I think even Tab 2 is just stronger than Maxi 2, right? Maybe I'm wrong on that one. But I feel like in calcs I have looked at it, like Tab 2 usually just looks harder to me. Maybe I'm crazy, but... No, I guess because we high rolled without getting killed, we're not getting too much HP back here, are we, Sash? Oh, did we crit? We had to have crit for that, right? That had to be a crit roll. Actually, kind of tragic. Crit rolls usually killed there, too. There's only killing one, but obviously HP doesn't matter from this point. We have slightly more sus camera up swap, but it doesn't matter. Like, yeah, we can get flamethrower, but flamethrower is never a problem here. Important thing is we can never get rock slide. So Gyarados, -1 it. We cannot get bunt because this is sheer force. Once it becomes mega, waterfall will always KO. Here we have a shed shell to get out of the shadow tag, and then from there we just press toxic and just wait until the fight ends. Why is this fight so much easier, man? Like, I guess this fight also assumes you had to do a, like, not even that difficult double early. You just had to know to do the double, right? But still, it's like so free. Goodbye, camera up. She came. She erupted. She collapsed. Here we get Wild Effect coming in. Doesn't matter what it wants to press here. It's probably just going to press, like, Miracle, counter, some BS like that, because we have a shed shell. We can swap into the shadow tag. We press Toxic, and this thing eventually goes down to scaling Toxic. Nice counter, buddy. Maybe next time. Toxic. It's actually pretty early we show a kill off knockoff here, too, so I can just knock off KO this at, like, 50%. If it doesn't... That's assuming it doesn't encore, right? It could also just encore. Yeah, that's kind of how I expected this fight to go. I expected to not really need the 6 slot, which is why I was fine if Nidoqueen ever went down. Because Nidoqueen was my better Como in case some, like, shenanigans happened, but it's just... was obviously not needed, right? I have to pay attention to this thing if it ever presses Destiny Bond, basically. We don't have quite guaranteed kill yet. We have to get one more Toxic Ton. Hopefully not an Encore, but I think this is the point where it's almost always Encore. Or D-Bond, even. Okay, we cannot go for kill then. A little sad, but it's fine. We have more than enough Toxic PV to always stall this out. We can just keep going. Okay, it's just in full Destiny Bond spam now. Doesn't even want to use the Encore. Understandable. Have a nice day. Alright, gives the 50% healing. So it goes down to 2 more Toxics. As long as we have 2 more Toxic PP, we're always safe here. We have 5, so we're good. Oh, there's the Encore finally. There it is. Right. And next Toxic has it. Easy game. I love how it can counter even though it knows that we can't press a physical move. That's kind of funny. Like, it can press counter there again because it knows we can't kill it because it knows we're locked into Toxic. But it can press counter even though it knows we're locked into Toxic, right? Alright, easy maxi. Yeah, like, I'm a little low-key afraid of Torkoals in the future now, but surely someone here can answer it, right? Smile. I'm kind of afraid of future Torkoals. I don't have a special attacker that can deal with them is the issue, right? Like, you really need a special attacker for Torkoal. Right. It's what, like, is it Flash Cannon or is it... I think it's Flash Cannon you get from this, right? Might as well just do it now before I forget. Yeah, it's Flash Cannon. Okay. I thought V's like Flash Cannon. Alright, it's one more encounter, or one more fight before an encounter, right? I guess I need to put that into the stats, don't I? That was Donphan kill. Got Aerodactyl next, so it was Copperja kill. That would have got Como, which was a Mask kill. That would have got Zarude for Drapion, then Gyarados, then Drapion. This Drapion has kind of been popping off. Like, look at this man climbing. He is... Okay, he's not, like, almost the MVP of the split because these 3 exist, right? But, like, he's doing well compared to the normal Pokemon in that box. He is the best of the balanced Pokemon. He's just not, Starter, Arcanine, Talonflame. God, no one is balancing these Mon, man. These Mon is so good. It isn't even, like, an insane Talonflame either. It just still does this, right? It's not a bad Talonflame, don't get me wrong, but it's not an insane Talonflame. Like, it wasn't like a Tabitha Talonflame or anything, right? It wasn't a Blaziken Talonflame. Alright, this is a kind of weird double, right? If I remember right. Oh, 125. I'm an idiot. We can level here though on a lot of guys, right? I just level on the guys I know we're always leveling on. I don't know if we're always leveling on everyone. That's the issue, right? I still personally like just killing left side here, I think. We have double protect mon, so we should be able to find the pivots. Double protect mon, masquerade, stuff like that usually finds pivots here. These are my mon that can actually KO Gliscor. So can Conk here. I drop like Stone Edge or Low Kick. Can I check something? Yeah, I think Low Kick is still valuable. I just wasn't 100%. I can eat. All these also have really good Stone Edge lines. I kind of like the artillery line more. How many of these die to this? Only one of these don't die to Therform, but they're all faster than Therform, so that's kind of fine. Right? The difference is this being allowed to flip ton is kind of good, but it's like it's either I go for the one of Aquajet or I go for the one that just Octozook, because probably the one of Aquajet is slightly better, right? I feel like the one of Aquajet is slightly better. We just Ice Beam this. We still never show KO to this because Flying Gem won't see anything stupid. There's a high horsepower acrobatics that has no spread moves. So you need to make sure this also sees kill every turn and we should be fine. I mean, it probably just means we lead that Karo guy. Karo sees Power Whip. We do need to show a slow kill though, so we'd have to be Iron Balled. Dreams Direball also see less, which is fine. This sees high horsepower at 98, so we come 98 Iron Ball. Do we have an accident level here? I don't think so. I should plan just in case. How much do you gain on the level? You go from 28 to 30, so you gain 2 on the level. 46. You gain 2 on the level. I mean, I can just come pretty damage here, right? We just have to not show these two, so I can just come like 80 to be safe, right? So it's like 80 Iron Ball, Karo, get high horsepower always, can never get these two moves. Even with an item. Always get Power Whip from this, can never get Gyro Ball. So we just make Power Whip plus that, it'll always go into this because it'll see Fast Kill onto Caracosta. Always go into Caracosta because it sees Fast Kill. This presses Ice Beam to KO Gliscor, brings this out. I need to make sure this sees a kill as well, though. It'll be on Stone Edge Stomping, but that's fine. 70. How low am I allowed to come here? I can come 51. 51 should always be safe. 51 exactly never shows anything to Gliscor while showing everything to everything else still, right? Which is the important part. So let's just do 51. Even if we get Acrobatics, is fine, right? But the important thing is we just don't get Rock Slide, we get Stone Edge Stomping. Is our goal here. I do have to swap something into Stone Edge Stomping that ideally still shows this kill. I'm thinking, can you swap into this? You can't swap into Stone Edge. I'd like to still show a Stone Edge a kill, but obviously I can't really go anything that's weak to Rock Slide. I almost just want to go like Harryama. I guess it could also be something that just like takes both of these and then shows the kill, right? That'd probably be the better play. I don't know what's doing that. Maybe this guy. Power Up does too much. I would like to show Stone Edge a kill if I can, basically. What about Crustle? No, not quite. Not good enough. Yeah, it's a little weird. This is like a little very specific of a thing I'm looking for is the issue, right? I was looking for a very specific setup here. It's not easy to find. That's because of the Power Whip more than anything. That's because we're taking random between Stomping and Stone Edge. What about Conk? What about Conk? Oh, this is power spot, power whip as well. No, it has to be something that resists power whip. It 100% has to be something that resists power whip. I don't know who's allowed to be that resists power whip though. Drapion probably? Oh, Drapion's probably a good option. Can't be crit, power whip. This does 53. Stonenger will not be in power spot. It's doing about the same damage every time. It's 80, 79. Like I said, I'd like to just show the Stonenger another kill, ideally. That way I can just not have to worry about the Protective, which this shouldn't even be hard here. It'd have to be 45. And I think it just like naturally does this, right? I guess the issue of that is the fact that this doesn't kill Theraphorn, so Theraphorn can attack into Octillery now, right? That's the issue we run into with that. So I'd love to be able to bring this in, but I can't really bring that in. Does I like immediately swap this? What if I leave the Kingdra instead? Because Kingdra doesn't die to power whip, so it probably makes that a little bit easier, right? I have to eat the extra Stonenger hit though. I don't think I'm that afraid of eating the extra Stonenger hit though, right? Because now we can just actually, do we have outspeed this? I can outspeed this. Actually, can I go 57 here? Yeah, I can go exactly 57, so I actually can't exactly outspeed this. So you know, this is still free. We just come 57 on this guy. Let me do this. Gonna grab these two. Oh, if Kara levels, we might need to be. Oh no, we should definitely need to be slightly higher. Yeah, no, it should be fine. This is the Gliscor, they can get weird, but that's fine. So yeah, 57 Kingdra will just always outspeed Stonenger now. Which means we're just in a much better spot for the rest of the fight. So never shows kill here. It means we don't have to swap back into the Stonenger hit now, so I just need to make sure Stonenger is seeing a hit. I'd also like for Theraphorn to see a kill, right? It is kind of important. I'm still thinking Drapion, because Drapion is just like the most controllable of the HP, right? Like I said, max we're taking from this is Power Spot, Power Whip for 53. This thing should never be in danger of leveling either. Plus a Stomping Tantrum for 54. Where's the Elia? Oh no, I'm an idiot. Make sure I was actually looking at the right moves there. Yeah, this is 53. We're never taking Gyro Ball on this pivot. And we take the Stomping Tantrum for 104. If it presses Stone Edge, we technically don't take damage and it gets a little weird, but should... Oh, that would not be fine, would it? You don't die to crit Power Whip, though, do you? Very rarely, you would have to see the Power Whip, which is pretty unlikely. It's much more likely to see a T-Wave or Stealth Rock at some point. Like, much, much more likely. I think that'll even kill Stonenger if that happens. I think kills for the other side are probably just like... I like Talonflame to come out for like Tailwind. Talonflame can also be the one killing this. Like get Tailwind set up before this comes out. I know Totero is also really good for this fight for the Boltons. So is Kook though. Kook is probably slightly better for the Bolton, honestly. How did it come into this though? Do I have another Leaf Storm Giga Eat? Not really. I think I'd rather have more Leaf Storm Giga Eats than Bolton Giga Eats, right? I think that's the case. The ideal situation is I'm just allowed to set up Tailwind and we just win, right? That's the ideal situation. We'll just see if that's allowed. I mean, I could kill with Masquerade. I mean, I can just stay out 1 turn to set up the Tailwind always. Then as we kill, I go into this and we're just vibing, right? There's also calcing in power spots, so like we'll be taking less damage and we're like giga vibing. Yeah, I think anything else that needs to be leveled. I think it's just the Kingdra at that very specific range. In fact, I kind of want nothing else to be leveled here just in case, since I counter like this, right? Mask, Talon, Kook. Because all these are just like giga vibing. I probably actually don't want an item on Talon, right? Item on Mask is fine, item on this is fine, no item Drapion, so we can be... Like, ideally we just get the good range, but if we don't get that, that's perfectly fine, right? And just to plan for the good range, we can take... It's doing 80 again. Oh, because I didn't actually look. Okay, so this does not get power spot, so this says 80. This does get power spot, it's always power whip, so it gets 53. Technically, both of these can also miss. If that happens, we figure it out, right? That's still, like, fine. Because, again, this third one is very, very unlikely to go for an attack. So I can take 53 plus 80. I'd like to show the gyro ball, which is 58. So ideally, I'd like to be this HP. Oh, no, I guess, this isn't the ideal HP. 58 plus power whip minimum in power spot is 45. Plus minimum damage we can take from this is the Stone Edge 67. This is the HP I'd like to be. I'd like to be 170. Oh. So I already do that. So I just need to make sure this can't one-shot, and we're chilling. Yeah, this can't one-shot, so we're chilling. We just need no item, and we're just always hitting the range we want to hit here. We can't get crits, so we don't have to worry about crits. Once Stone Edge is dead, this can just come in and be fine. I want my left side to get superior here, right? I guess let me think here. Talonflame is likely swapping into the Theraflame side, which is... Oh no, it's likely swapping into my Caracosta side, right? Yeah, my Caracosta side is getting Talonflame as we kill Sonager. So my Caracosta side wants to be slot 2 to match their Theraflame side. No, it wants to be the other way around. My Talonflame wants to match the Stonager side, so my Caracosta wants to be slot 1. Yeah, that's how that works. Okay, and everything else should just be free from here. All this will count in doubles. There's no other weird stuff that happens here. This does see kill without... Yeah, it does. Okay, perfect. I just want to do what here? I want to pre-damage slot 1 to... Let me confirm one more time. 51 does what we need it to do. Like, the lower yeah, just the better, because I don't have to worry about any shenanigans. There's no way for me to guarantee which one of these two moves it's using, so I'd rather just be the we never get Rock Slide at 51. I don't even care if we get Acrobatics technically. It's just we never get Rock Slide and we always get Therefore and we always get this thing, which is all that matters. We always get this thing at 51, even if we level, so that's fine. I think it's like an okay chance we level. I can technically be lower than 51, right? Like I said, the important thing is we just never get a move I'm not expecting right now at 51 with Lag and Tail or Iron Ball. I do need the Iron Ball, though. This is pretty important to what we're doing here. We shouldn't need anything else. I guess technically we don't need the Iron Ball anymore, right? The Iron Ball is actually irrelevant. Oh no, it is still relevant because it can go for Stealth Rock over Slow Kill. Or Fast... Or yeah, Slow Kill. So we still want to show it a Fast Kill to be safe. Iron Ball is such a good item, man. Love that item. Okay, we'll check to make sure everyone looks like they're set up correctly. And this should be like Giga Free. You are at 57 right now. I've put you at 57 in Calc. Only weird level we've taken here because everything else is like kind of Giga vibing against what they're fighting, so this should be fine. Okay. Caracosta is in the right slot, yes. So we want to protect while we Ice Beam Gliscor. At 57, we always show kill. We never needed the Never Melt that we were going to use initially, so this is fine. Both of these will just attack into Caracosta, who is protecting. Caracosta will go to 47, which is fine. That's why we wanted to come as pre-damage as we did. Carry will now swap into Drapion, while this press is Octazooka into Sonager. Okay, that's the... It actually hit that. It missed the Power Whip. That means Sonager can technically protect here, I think. Sonager can protect here, so do I even bother swapping out? Do either of us die to Power Spot Therefore? Kingdra dies to Power Swap Therefore is the issue, but it's very rarely. Drapion never dies to Power Swap Therefore. Let me think. The answer is I should still always go into Talonflame here, I think. No, I think I'm supposed to always still go into Talonflame. Does Talonflame care about Gyro Ball and Power Spot? There's no way, right? No, not at all. Yeah, so we still go into Talonflame here. Talonflame kind of cares about. No, I still think it's just always Talonflame here. And we just hope this goes for kill. If it doesn't go for kill, we can just go for double kill next turn. Oh, it didn't go for. It went for kill. Thank God. Okay, it actually T-waved that side. Okay, this gets awkward now. I was afraid of that happening, but we're still like low-key fine. Like we have the mana to just get through this. That's the one thing I was like a little bit afraid of, but it should be fine. Paired means we're just never taking damage from the Theophon now. I think we're even so faster than... Oh, we're 1 speed slower than Theophon now, tragic. But because it's no longer in Power Spot, my Seadra is no longer in danger ever. So Seadra can just like try to chip this thing a little bit. I guess I'll just Flare Blitz here, just hope we hit through. Yeah, I guess I could press Flare Blitz, so I should have just always had the Paralysis still. That's my bad. Do I have someone else to just swap in and fight Theophon is the question. It have to be like exactly Masquerade, even that's not like super consistent, so I think I'm fine just keeping Kingdra out here. I guess Stealth Rock sets up if I don't swap now, though. I think I can really afford Stealth Rocks to come up, right? So I think I do have to go Mask here. It's just we might get a bad order now, but that would be fine. That's annoying. Yeah, things get very annoying now, but they're not like unplayable. Two-way both of them. This is 50-50 Bolt and Thunderbolt now, right? Or Thunderfang. Talon slot has to be Karuk. Masquerain. Drakeman dies to that? You're joking me. Masquerain has to go to Kingdra side. Thunderfang that side, even the crit could never kill. I specifically made sure of that. Is now always attacking Kingdra side. I have to go... What can it use? It is -1. -1 means I should safely be allowed to bring in Drapion here. Right? -1 does mean Drapion is safe. Okay, that's best case, even. Superior sees 61 on the Drapion. Superior can never see Drapion kill. Very good. That means just, Superior is always attacking Kook side with Leaf Storm. I mean, I just have to go Mask there, right? Mask is Giga-vibing that still, even through the Stealth Rock hitting. Can Drapion two-shot this? No, but Leech Life is still a good move to press here. I should still Leech Life. Intim, this is contrary, but Intim does nothing here. Okay, this is now +2 special. Drapion always shows kill here. It always exactly shows kill. Masquerade never shows kill. So this is where things get awkward. Talonflame dies to Ever coming in, so does Krook. So I probably just have to sack here. Yeah, I mean, I just misplayed this. I should have had Petras on both of these for the... I should have just had a Petra on Talonflame. There's no reason to ever not have a Petra on Talonflame here. That's just entirely my fault. So let me think here. +2 from the contrary. Yeah, if Stealth Rocks wasn't up, we'd also be fine. I just have to sack it because I fucked up. Is it just... I mean, it's just Kingdra, right? It doesn't feel great, but it's just Kingdra. Saddest thing is I can't even sack Masquerain here, which is would usually be my sack right now. Losing the Swim's like kind of bad, but it'll be weird for Sierra because this was going to be a Sierra answer. Kuku's kind of been doing walk though. There's no way I'm sacking Talonflame. There's no way I'm sacking Drapion. I don't think it's correct to sack my flying guy. We technically don't even always kill here is the worst thing. We could actually wipe here if Masquerain misses, right? Like we could actually wipe here if Masquerain misses. With another para. It has to be Kingdra. No, it has to be Kingdra. Please just hit. Okay, thank you. Okay, that was me, fuck up. Yeah, like, why am I ever not just being T-Wave there? Or, Cherry Berry there. If I just have a Cherry Berry there, that's the freest thing ever. Like, it's not even a... Like, it's nowhere near risk. I'm just bad, though. That one's me being bad. That one goes down there. It's gonna make Salamence weird later, but We'll have other swift swimmers. I'll probably be able to find a way around it. It's gonna be awkward, but I can probably find a way around it. That makes elements a lot more sus, though. That should ever be. I might be calling stream after that. I'll still do this encounter real quick, but I think I am calling stream after doing that. I think that is a mistake that is still to me enough that I would rather not run another fight right now. Which I think is fair. Yeah, let me just do this encounter, then I am calling it there. A little bit of a short stream. I really just wanted to do the Tabitha while it's still on my brain, though, so that's fine. Oh, I lost my super fang, didn't I? Tragic. Sure. Do I have the right bike here? I still have mock. Hold up, let me go fix that before I just get stuck in Gauntlet and just auto lose. Right, this is not a way to get a bike from. Yeah, so just do this encounter, then I am calling it. God, that's actually... what the fuck am I doing, man? Like, what is ever the purpose of having that, right? Like, there's just no purpose to whatever. Just like, what am I even doing? Like, if we just have a cherry beta that's like the freest fight ever, like, our box is so good for it. I'm just playing like an idiot instead. It's also like purely on that one miss too, which is the worst part, but it is what it is. Like, I mean, I even like went into that saying like, yeah, this can miss and we can just have to take a hit from Theft when I just didn't play around it for fun, right? They literally said that when I was planning at some point. It was like, oh yeah, both these moves can just miss. And for some reason I just said, yeah, but what if we just don't plan around it? What if we just do that? I'm an idiot. Who would have guessed? And it just sucks that I wasn't in a position where Masquerade could have been the sack, right? If Masquerade could be the sack, that's like such a better spot. Because Masquerade has done all of its jobs, basically. But instead I just sacked one of the better mon for 118. There's no repel manips here. What do we feel like a good mon is hiding? Back here? Probably back here. Probably back here looking towards the edge, because this is like an amazing view, right? Yeah, who would have expected? I mean, it's what you expect, right? What moves does this even have? I don't think he can kill me right now, but... yeah, the expected one of the worst mon to have ever existed in this game. Let's go. I deserve this after fucking my Seedra, though. In all honesty, like, I deserve this. Like, it sucks, but I do deserve this. I don't think it's gonna be kill Lantern here. I'm just going to like this, and this never takes damage. Why does this thing only have 45 catch rate? Need some growl shenanigans here. It's annoying me. Where my Pokeballs? Am I blind? There we go. It's actually going to be super annoying to catch at only 45, though. Like, it never does damage to us. It's just going to need to stay in the ball. Lost one of the better dragons in our box for a Drudigan. For a bold Drudigan. Let's go. Let's start Altaria. Yeah, hopefully we just find another Salamence, I guess. It'll be a weird Sierra now, though. That's what it is. Like, it's entirely my fault, right? What can you do? Sometimes you fuck up. Let me just get this Pogo Center just so... I don't even know why I'm walking back at this point. I just kind of want to, like, detail for a little bit. Alright. I'm gonna go crash out now. Go on the YouTube side of things. Thank you for tuning in.